everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sinisha and this is PeepSo Feature Highlights. Today we are going to continue where we left off in a previous episode and introduce some third-party plugins to make our hidden website even more private. And we are also going to use some code snippets available in PeepSo documentation to make our website even more oriented towards registered or logged in members only. There's a lot to cover, so let's get straight into it. Before we begin though, a disclaimer is in order. All of the third-party plugins that I'm going to use for this video are going to be absolutely free. I am not going to use any credit card or anything to pay for them, so you can use them as well. Okay, without out of the way, do you remember in first episode how we got our header hidden and our entire menu is not showing up for the logged out users? What if you want to have a menu here? Without the third-party plugins, you can't, because you can either hide the header in the page like we did in the first episode. So we go to pages, all pages, and then in the welcome page, we check this option to hide the header menu. But what if we want to show it? Let's show it, switch back to our incognito window and refresh. Now we do have a menu, but because we are not logged in, it always redirects to this page, okay? So it makes no sense to have it here. But what if we want to have it there? All right, there's a third-party plugin to the rescue, and that plugin is called if menu. So let's get back to the backend of our website and install this plugin. Go to plugins, add new, and here look for if menu. So if menu, exactly like that. Find the if menu. As you can see, I already have it downloaded. I did not activate it. I just downloaded because my internet is horrible. I'm just going to activate it to speed things up. And just like that, I now have if menu visibility control for menus. Some of you might even remember that I have already used this plugin in our previous feature highlights episode, but nevertheless, I am going to explain the entire process of setting it up. So where are the options for the if menu? You don't find it here anywhere in the left hand sidebar, because they are all here in the appearance and then menus. Open that page or that configuration and select the menu. In our case, this is the main header or navigation. And now we can select the menu items and choose which one we want to display to only registered or logged in users and which one to display to those that are not logged in. So let's do that. Expand the menu and enable visibility rules and show if user is logged in, like this. Then just save the menu, and once it's saved, here it is. Let's refresh the page, and it's still showing up for some reason. All right, so this is the moment where I'm a little embarrassed, and I spend more time than I'm willing to admit in debugging why this happens. And notice this menu, community profile, groups, and members. You see, that's not the same menu that we are editing. Actually, the menu I need to edit is this one in the header menu. I don't know why I have two main header and header menu. Probably because some of the previous episodes and the setup that I used. So this is the actual menu that we need to edit. Let's expand the community, enable visibility rules, show if user is logged in. Now save the menu. Let's wait for it to be saved. And then when we refresh the page, now community item is gone from the menu. We can repeat the process for all of these menus that we want to hide when user is not logged in. Save it. Actually show if a user is logged in. So let's do that for all of them. Show only if user is logged in. Okay. Save it. Let's do the same for members. Show it if user is logged in. Okay, save the menu. Let's wait for it to save it. Come on. Do it today, please. There we go. Let's refresh it. And now our entire menu is hidden one more time. So now let's say we want to change this, to move this terms of services link over here in the header. All right, to do that, let's go back to the menus, switch to footer menu, because first we want to remove it from the footer menu. Let's remove, save the footer menu. And now switch back to our actual header menu. Select this one. Add the TOS page or terms of service. All right, now look here. Remember how for all of these menus we said show if user is logged in, okay? All of them have the same identical setting. Show if user is logged in. This time we are going to change it a little bit and say hide if user is logged in. Okay, so it's a play on words here. Only hide if user is logged in. So basically it's going to show when user is not logged in. All right, let's save the menu. Go back to our website. Now let's see how this TOS link is going to jump over here. All right. Refresh, and here it is. Let's log in with our admin username and password. Log in, get redirected, and there is no TOS link anywhere to be found. Our next third-party plugin that we're going to use is called Widget Options. Now, please be advised that when you install this plugin, your entire widget page is going to be changed to the previous layout of the widgets. If you remember, let me show you what I mean. If I go to widgets right now, let's open it in a new window, you will see that I will have a block editor for widgets. Okay, so once you install this plugin, it will revert your widgets page to the old WordPress method. So I'm going to activate it to show exactly what I mean. Activate this plugin. Now when I refresh the widgets page, is going to show the old way of handling the widgets. If you are very new to the WordPress, this might look strange to you. Why would you do that? Well, this was the actual way of handling the widgets just up to a few months ago, and some old WordPress veterans are still using this screen instead of the block editor, because it's easier to just select the widget that you want and slide it into the position that you want. Okay, so, or you can just choose what position you want to add any of the available widgets. So be mindful of that. It's this plugin is probably going to be updated at some point to support the new block editor for the widgets, but for now, this will do as well. And personally, I am the bigger fan of this layout than the actual block editor, not header, sorry. Anyway, what I want to do with it is show some widgets based on my logged in state. So if you remember, also for the in first episode, we went to the registration page, and let me quickly switch over here. And if I want to register, it's just showing me the registration form, okay? I want to show a widget or two over there as well. So I'm going to registration page, edit that page, and enable back the right sidebar. Okay, so sidebars do not hide both, just hide left and show right. Update. Now let's go to the registration page, and you will immediately see that it's showing me the latest photos and latest media. I don't want them there. Okay, I want some other widgets showing over here. But right now, the priority is to hide these two offenders, latest photos and latest media. So let's go back to our widget settings, appearance, and then widgets. Expand the right sidebar, and here are those two widgets. Okay, so let's expand it, scroll all the way down, and say hide on chat pages, post types, and now here search for pages here. Okay, I'm gonna search for registration, site registration, and say hide this widget for the chat page in the post type, pages plus minus, and then I manually searched for the registration page. All right, so let's refresh this, and the photos widget is gone, just like that. Let's do that for the other widget, latest videos. Once again, I'm going to hide on chat pages, post types, and now I could, let's hide it for the logged out user. Okay, switch over here on this icon. Okay, select visibility option, show only for logged in users, save it. Refresh the page, and now I use two different ways to hide these two widgets, okay? Because I am not logged in, the photos, or was it videos, doesn't matter really, is not showing for logged in users, okay? It will never show for logged out users, actually. It will show only for logged in. And this other PeepSo community is never going to show on this page, regardless if you're logged in or logged out. What I want to do now is add completely new widget to the sidebar right position. So let's choose the text widget, the simple one, and add it to the sidebar right, add this widget. Okay, so give it a title, let's say, hello, YouTube, how are you doing today? And say like that. Okay, so here I want this widget to show only on registration page, like that. This is my previous test. It's not showing now because I'm going too early. Okay, I'm going ahead of myself. All right, so I want to show that widget on that page. Let's save it. Right now, it's showing for everyone on every single page. So if I refresh the page, it's going to show on the registration, but it's also going to show for everyone else. If I go to my community, scroll it down, you know, I don't want to show that over, to show this over there. Okay, so let's make some settings. Here, hide show in the first eye icon. I actually want to show it on chat pages. And I'm in post types, I'm going to select my registration page. Site registration, select this, save it. Okay, so now that widget is saved and showing only on chat or this page, it means that it will not going to show on any other page. So let's try to open any other page, and as you can see, it doesn't show up there. But if we go to registration, it is still showing over here. Okay, so that is because we told it specifically show only on chat page. And I'm going to go a step further and say show only if you're logged out. Okay, there we go. So a lot of flexibility with this widget, a lot of potential options for showing and displaying your widgets on certain pages and certain criterias. The final third-party plugin that we are going to discuss in this episode is called Code Snippets. So, as usual, go to your WordPress plugin installer, look for Code Snippets, and install and activate this plugin. Unlike previous two, this one will actually have its own settings here in snippets. So let's open it. And first thing I'm gonna do is delete all of these sample snippets. You can choose to have them, but I'm going to simply deactivate, or even better, delete everything and just start from the clean slate. I don't want those examples, I don't need them. Okay, so what do I want to do with this plugin? You know how oftentimes when you look for support, developers give you the code snippet that you need to add to the function PHP file in order for something to change. Now, this plugin completely eliminates function PHP file and allows you to add snippets in this interface over here. What I want to do with this plugin is, let me show you. If I go to the front end, you will see that all of the privacy, all of the public privacy for these posts makes absolutely no sense, because my site is now completely closed off to the registered, to the site members, and there is no need. You see, this video is only posted to site members, but everything else is public. I want to get rid of this public privacy and bump it up to site members. And furthermore, people will not be able to choose public privacy. So to do that, I will need a snippet. And that snippet can be found on peepso.com/dots, not DCS, dots. Okay, the letter O is sometimes working, sometimes not working on this keyboard, so that's the problem. All right, so in the documentation, I am going to look for privacy. What is wrong with me today? Okay, so filter, disable public privacy. You can read the description of it. Right now, I'm just going to copy this code without this PHP part, and I'm going to show you why. So don't copy this little PHP part. Just disable public privacy level. Copy that. Okay. Go to snippets. add new. You can give it a title if you wish. Let's say hide public privacy or privacy, and then paste that little code into it. Now here, say only run on site frontend, save changes, and if we go to our site frontend and refresh the page now, you will see all of the privacy is gonna get bumped to the site members. Okay, site members, site members. This one was already site members if I remember, but everything is now site members privacy. And furthermore, if I'm about to change the privacy, I cannot select the public one because public privacy makes no sense anymore. Okay, same goes for the profile fields. If I go to profile fields and select the privacy, you can now see that I cannot select public privacy anymore. And that is all I have prepared for you in this mini series about hidden or exclusive websites for logged in members only. I hope you liked it and learned something useful today. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell notification icon to be notified whenever a new video comes out. We publish new content every week and then publish that content on social media too. If you want to follow us there, links will be in the description below, just under the like button. Until the next episode, I wish you all the best. Bye!